getting to a yes. So in this video, I'm gonna guide you how to have a successful negotiations with Chinese suppliers. I'm Feng Chen, and I help people by giving marketing and business advice. So if you're looking for information about how to negotiate better with your Chinese supplier, and you would like to learn more about this type of topic, be sure to subscribe my YouTube channel and click the bell button. So you might be a brand owner or e-commerce sellers on Shopify, Amazon. You may be sourcing your product in China, and then you're looking for ways to get the lowest price possible, from your suppliers. You are in the right place because I'm going to let you know, I'm going to guide you on how to have a successful negotiation with your Chinese supplier. So let's get started. So first, you gotta understand the Chinese supplier, which comes to the topic of cultural differences. So if you are from a Western country, then there's gonna be, this is essential to understand the cultural differences between the East and the West. In China, relationship and trust play a significant role in business dealings. It's gonna take some time for you to build rapport with your suppliers before diving into negotiations. Let me tell you a story. So let's say if you are a Western companies, right? You are doing business with your suppliers in your country. So you may be, having a relationship, business relationship, with them. You got a buy-sell relationship for years, and then one day you buy them dinner, right? But in China, it's actually the opposite. It is not uncommon, for business relationship that you start by buying them dinner, and then you talk business. I mean, I'm not saying that you gotta, buy them anything, right, before placing the orders or going into negotiations. I'm not saying that, but I'm just giving you an example that this is how most of the business work in China. First of all, you gotta build up the trust, before you are, going into the business. Try to have a lot of conversation with them before, the negotiations. So you should take the time to get to know each other. For example, you gotta have a good introduction of your company. So maybe something about yourself, and then, where is your company located? What product are you guys selling? And then, how did you find the suppliers, and so on. So by introduce more about yourself, then you actually got a better position, bargain with them later, because the Chinese suppliers, they don't want to give out a good deal to a company that is unknown to them. The next one is communication style. So the Chinese suppliers, they often prefer indirect communication, which means they may not say no outright. Instead, they may use phrases like "it is difficult" or "we will try our best." So sometimes this is pretty different than the Western culture, that the Western buyers or companies usually say no when they really feel like it is a no. So as a buyer, you gotta be patient and attentive to these subtle clues. And then the next phrase is preparation for negotiation. Research. Before entering negotiations, research the market price, the product specifications, and industry standards. This information will help you set realistic expectations and make informed decisions during negotiation process. In other words, the better you know your industry, the better you know the market, the better position you're gonna be in the bargaining process. Set clear objectives. You really need to define your goals and priorities before the negotiations. You don't just want to bargain because you want to bargain, right? Of course, you gotta have a clear goal, clear price that you want to target. What is my expected discount that I want to get in the negotiation? Is it like 20% or 30% off? Or, I'm getting something, something in my mind. So with the clear objective, then it will better, serve your negotiation process. You know what you are willing to compromise on and what is non-negotiable. So you get my point. And then once you have a clear goal in your mind, the next phrase is going to be negotiation techniques. Start with reasonable offer. You really want to present a fair opening offer to set the tone for a productive negotiation. Avoid lowballing, as it is gonna damage the relationship between you and the supplier. I'm gonna give you an example for a reasonable offer. So say your supplier is offering you 100 units for $20 each. So try to get a counter offer for $16 each, right? If they are okay with your offer, then you want to raise your volume from 100 to 200 units, and then you ask for something like $14 each, right? By doing this step by step, it's going to give you a better position in the negotiations. Be patient. Negotiation in China can take time. Don't rush the process and be prepared for multiple rounds of discussions. It's going to be a lot of back and forth with the suppliers. So you got to learn how to be patient. Do not show to the supplier that you're in a rush. Because if they see that you're in a rush, then you're going to have a much weaker positions in the bargaining. Leverage relationships. As we discussed earlier, relationships, they are crucial in Chinese business culture. If you have a good relationship with your suppliers, try to use it as your advantage during the negotiation. The next phrase, closing the deal. Okay, so try to confirm the details. Once you have reached an agreement, make sure to confirm all the details, including product specifications, payment terms, and delivery timeline. And then the next one is going to be very important. Put it in writing. You want to put everything in writing by drafting a contract that outlines the agreed upon terms and conditions. This is going to help you to avoid misunderstandings and to protect both parties in case of disputes. So by following these tips, you're going to have a better negotiation with suppliers. But always remember, this is all about people, right? So something that is working on a certain supplier may not be as useful when you are applying it on the other supplier. This is like a learning process, right? You keep learning how to have a better deal with your suppliers. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.